Some very big names took the stage for night 3 of the Democratic National Convention as Tim Walz accepted the nomination for vice president. And tonight, Vice President Kamala Harris will officially accept the presidential nomination. Back with us, Morgan McKay with what we can expect. A lot of big names there last night, Oprah being one of them, which is kind of surprising because she had this long relationship with Donald Trump for years until he kind of decided to run for president.
Yeah, she was one of the big names. And another big moment that a lot of people are talking about today is Tim Walz's son. There was a moment there when he shouted out his kids and his son stood up, was crying and pointing at Walz and saying, "This is my dad." And, you know, and I think it was an interesting moment because you don't always see that in politics on the national stage, especially to see sort of a Midwest family coming together. So I think that was special for some people. And his football team that he used to coach, they all came out and introduced him. Now, former President Bill Clinton also spoke. It was his 12th time speaking at a Democratic convention. 12th. And, you know, there is some criticism within the Democratic Party about his presence at all of these conventions.
What's the reasoning behind that?
You know, it's, of course, you know, his conduct in office and what led to him having to step down. And, you know, it's really whispers, though. You're not going to hear a lot of elected officials really say it out loud, but behind the scenes, a lot of them are saying it.
Interesting. Let's talk about what we can expect from Kamala Harris tonight. As we know, I guess the Republicans, their biggest point right now, immigration. Do you think she's going to be touching on that tonight?
So the DNC and the RNC, they're really pep rallies. I was listening to someone this morning kind of comparing it to energizing your soldiers to go out into the field and really fight for you. So it is about being, you know, pepping up your base, getting them energized. But because of where we are right now, about a third of voters at the beginning of this week, there was a CBS poll, a third of voters still don't really know who Vice President Kamala Harris really is or what she stands for. So I think it is going to be important for her to give a speech that really sort of outlines a couple of policy points. Now, if we can all stay awake long enough for the speech to happen, because all these speeches have been very late. But she is supposed to touch on immigration.
Before you go, real fast, RFK and his vice presidential pick said some pretty stunning things about possibly joining the Trump campaign. Is that going to be happening? Is there any movement on that?
So RFK Jr. is reportedly going to be dropping out of the race at the end of the week. Now, he is going to be appearing in the same spot as former President Donald Trump and Senator J.D. Vance tomorrow in Arizona. So the rumor and the reports right now is that he is going to endorse Trump, but he is still trying to figure it out. Obviously, his base is similar to Trump's base, so he is sort of pulling votes away. If they're going to be pulling votes away from anyone, they're pulling votes away from Trump. So I think the hope there is to pull him over.
Very interesting. A lot of moving parts there. Morgan, thanks for breaking that down for us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.